There was this tent that just said deep meditation therapy. And I was like, oh, now I know what that means, right? And I watched people doing DMT, and I was like, I was already rolling on 3 or 4 hits of MDMA, so I was like, well, not tonight. But if it ever comes my way, I'm going to do it. I made myself a promise that night. I'm not going to seek this out, but if it ever comes my way. And then it did. And in 2014, I just went to see a buddy of mine in Brooklyn. I was working on a documentary out there, and he was like, you want to try this? I was like, okay, before I change my mind, let's do this. And 15 minutes later, I believed in reincarnation. I believed in karma and reincarnation. So and I felt a lot better about death.
Yeah, I felt a lot better about death too after I did it.
What my experience was that I got, a short glimpse at sort of a user manual for the cosmos. And in there was the knowledge that reincarnation is real, that the Buddhists have it right, that after you die, you go to the bardo for 49 days. Your soul is out there. You get a chance to kind of like assess the last life you led before you take another spin on the carousel. Learn what you can, get rewarded for your good deeds, suffer for your sins, and then go back. And I believe it, but I also just like it. I just like it. It feels true to me in a way that like the evangelist or fundamentalist Christian idea of like you can just do a bunch of bad shit and then promise yourself to Jesus and have a clean slate. Fuck that. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
But karma and reincarnation, I'm buying it.
There's something there. I mean, it's fascinating that concept has existed for so long. And even the concept of heaven that existed for so long,
right?
And angels and souls and all those things. I think we have a very limited ability to grasp reality, and I think that limited ability is biological. It's kind of based upon our primate origins and what we are as a thing, as a biological entity. We have essentially the tools that we need in order to survive. And those tools are the ability to recognize danger and communicate and establish community and purpose and all these different things. But when you have like real breakthrough psychedelic experiences, to me it seems like it's allowing you a vision into all that exists. Not just what you're physically capable of seeing as a human being, but this chemical gateway or whatever it is that psychedelics give you allows you to see that these things, what I got out of it is that everything is connected. Every action, every thought, your thoughts, your life, your words, your deeds, the way you approach things, the way you respond to things, that they're all connected in some very strange way. And living my life, the more I follow that as thinking that everything is all connected, the more my life has been more beautiful.
Right.
The more my life has been more rewarding and rich and more pleasing, more filled with love and community. And it's something that I kind of need to like remind myself all the time, because I think the biological entity has certain like human reward systems that are built into it. Try to acquire resources, to try to establish dominance, to try to succeed. There's all these different things that as a human, people they want success. They want all these different things. And that those things can kind of, because you could see the physical manifestation of that work, that can sort of overcome the idea that everything is connected. And so that's, I think, why people cheat on their taxes or insider trade or do all these different things, fuck people over in business deals, and they don't think that they're going to experience any negative consequences of it.
Right.
But I don't think anybody gets away free.
Again, that's why I like the idea of karma and reincarnation.
Yeah.
You don't get away with it.
There's something to it. There's something to
and it's,
karma.
again, going back to the Vedas, the oldest spiritual, organized system of spiritual beliefs known, for our species. That's core to it.
Well,
karma
we have
and reincarnation.
The most complicated organism we are the most complicated organism that we're currently aware of, in terms of our ability to manipulate our environment, our ability to communicate, our ability to create things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't have an operator's manual,
Right.
which is crazy. So we're essentially running on this primate software that was really established. It's almost like we have DOS or Windows 95, and we just keep refreshing it.
Right.
You know, we don't.
Right.
There's no real new operating system.
Yeah.
And it's so filled with flaws. The human operating system is designed to ward off predators and to fight off neighboring tribes and to try to avoid starvation and to try to make sure that your genes pass on and that your enemy's genes don't. And to exist in 2024 in modern Western world with all of our technology and all of our knowledge and all of the information that we have available with this ancient primate software is so problematic. It's so fraught with peril. There's so many things that can go wrong and so many people that go sideways with drug addiction and gambling addiction and sex addiction and this addiction and that addiction and so much chaos and thievery and violence and and deception and fraud, and there's just so many things that exist that are negative but are tied to this concept of achieving and getting more, which is this famine-based mentality, this resource acquiring mentality that really is like the monkey stealing your sunglasses so it can get mangoes.
Right.
It's really,
No, totally agree. And I felt like with DMT, I got like a very short, it was like, I felt like there was this sentient, generally benevolent force out there in the cosmos that was like, okay, look, I'm going to give you a lot of information. You're not going to be able to retain most of it.
Right.
But you're ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I brought back that I still believe a decade later is that reincarnation's real. That's how it works. Karma's real. That's how it works. What you do in this life affects your next one. So, and that also gives you like kind of the user's guide you're talking about how to be a better person, how to be a better species.
Yeah, I didn't get a reincarnation vibe. I'm not opposed to the idea of reincarnation, but I got a vibe that there's other things and there's other dimensions and there's other experiences and there's maybe levels of existence, and that this existence that we're experiencing right now as human beings is just this very strange, confusing, almost like a puzzle that you are on this planet trying to solve, and you can get distracted.
Yeah.
You can get distracted by all sorts of things in this life.